Okay, are we live? I hope we're live. If I'm not, somebody please let me know here. Welcome back in, Gear Nerds, to another live stream. Pretty crazy. It's actually been a minute since we did one of these. Fireball, Devin, I think it's this way, Taylor, Matt, Huck, and Snackbox coming at you. We've got the Avengers that I've assembled here tonight. It's the biggest panel I think we've ever had here tonight. Pretty crazy. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. The other thing, too, is that I had an agreement with two of the co-stars tonight that I would never hit them up again for another stream ever. So I'll let you guys kind of debate amongst yourselves who those are. And also, I got to rep the LA tonight. More on that in a second because Matt, Huck, and I are just kind of dodging those power outages. I might go out again. So, Jared, you might have to pick up the slack again and just end the stream for me. But we'll see if we can keep the lights on. We got a lot of stuff on the docket tonight, guys. Hopefully we can cram everything in. I think we can. We definitely can. For the 13 viewers that are probably going to show up, we got an Ask Us Anything. So I'm pretty sure we can get to everybody's question on this one. So that's first and foremost. It's going to be an Ask Us Anything. We'll just kind of dip in and out. Leave your comments in the box there, and we will get to them. Couple other things as I shake off the live jitters and nerves here. So that's the first one. Put up the first card. Ask us anything, nearly anything. We don't want to get booted off of YouTube here or demonetized from all of our non-existent sponsors.
Is it G-rated or PG?
I'm gonna go with PG-13. I think we can get away with PG-13.
All right.
I think that'll be pretty good. We're also going to be talking about new gear for 2025 that we're kind of excited about. We don't necessarily have to own it. I'm basically just going to slide that over to Devin because he's the king of that, and he always gets in new and cool stuff. I'm on a budget most of the time and just can't afford stuff, so that's me. So I'm only gonna have one stinky one. And then what else are we gonna do? Oh, we also got a bunch of giveaways tonight. I think almost everybody on this panel is going to be giving at least something away, whether it's their old silverware that they want to donate or whatever. Like just anything kind of goes right now. You can win it. So I'll be doing that as well. And then the last thing here, and I'll just throw it up, just talk about it once, and I'm going to throw the banner here up on the bottom, just have it scroll here the entire time. I'm going to be collecting donations, and again, that's for the shirt tonight, not because the Dodgers have so much pressure to win like the next 10 World Series, but also because
no pressure.
Had a lot of fires that impacted our area. Again, Matt, Huck, and I are kind of out on the outskirts of that, on the fringe of that. So we kind of have been dealing with some power outages, but thousands of people, I mean, just massive devastation. So I'm going to be any super chats that kind of come through tonight. I'm going to shoot that over to that wildfire donation and relief fund. I also posted in the description box tonight too, where you can go and check out if you want to donate that way or if you're watching this after. All right. Sound good? I'm exhausted already. I'm not even going to say anything the rest of the time. You guys feeling good tonight? You feeling ready? I don't really have much prepared again. Sorry.
What energy?
You guys feeling good?
Man.
Okay.
I don't know if he heard you, Devin.
I don't think Dave heard that. I didn't hear Taylor because he snuck something in underneath there, and I probably didn't hear it.
No, that was Devin, not me. Don't put that on me.
That was,
I'm always going to put it on you, dude. Always going to put it on you.
I already give him a hard time for talking too fast in his intros. So.
Yeah, he did that one time. I'm like, Devin's like Mr. Clean Cut, and always says like nothing but the nicest things to everybody. And he's like, "You're talking a little too fast there, buddy. You might want to slow down." I'm like, "Oh."
I like how you say that like that was really aggressive, right? Like,
look, it's like the nicest ever, and I'm like, why is he yelling at me? Okay, I'm gonna kick this one off actually with the only question that we got over on Instagram. It's kind of funny too, so I can't really put it up, but I tried to as an overlay, and it looked really stupid on here, but I'll just read it right here. It was from Melissa, the Unlikely Hiker. So I'm gonna start with that. She goes, "When is this group gonna join us at the Red River Gorge this year? It'll be October 10th through the 12th. So why hasn't this West Coast and I guess Central with Snackbox there? Why haven't you made it? Especially Taylor. I think Taylor is probably
I was going to say, you got a Southerner too. What are you talking about? I don't know. The longest things line up, I will be able to this year. The last 2 years I was running marathons. So possible of this year. Okay. I can't answer for all of y'all though.
Yeah. Well, now that we got the official invite from Melissa, maybe we'll make it out there this year.
Yeah, that's true.
I was looking for the handwritten invitation.
The question was when though.
You gotta
So
ask
I
Huck
think
for
what
it
we
to
do
happen.
is we all need to go the weekend before. And I mean, she did say when, not is. And so I
That's
think
a good
we just go
idea.
the weekend before, take a bunch of photos, send it along.
Semantics.
That's awesome.
The details. We got the details in there. Okay. Should we do another question? Actually, I think we have a bunch of giveaways here. We're already 5 minutes in. I'm just gonna start with mine first here. What we're gonna do is I'm probably gonna do like if we're gonna go for like an hour, it's gotta be like every like 10 minutes or so. So I'm gonna probably interrupt people and just interject in between here. I'm gonna throw mine up real quick here. And this is the bad penny, guys. This is the one that I can't get rid of. Actually, I think Taylor wants this one, but I'm not going to give it to him. And it's the Trekology 2.0 pillow as the first giveaway.
Wait,
here.
that's your new piece of gear you bought for this year?
No, it's a giveaway, man. We're kicking off the giveaways. Dude, pay attention, man. I had a lot of stuff on the docket tonight, man. You got to pay attention.
For anybody that doesn't know, this has been like a 2-year fight between me and Dave. It's this Trekology pillow.
It will never stop. And I'm looking to get rid of it. Okay. I can guarantee that I've only spent not even half a night drooling on this thing. And comes in a really nice, sexy orange color here. And if you want it and you're cool with sleeping on an air pillow, I will put that up for grabs. And in order to win it here, we'll let this one run a little bit. Put it in the chat, hashtag Trekology, and I'll pull a winner. The only caveat, guys, here tonight is you can't win more than once, obviously. So depending on how many people we got in, I didn't even check, but how many people are actually like almost everybody's got a chance of winning, I think, at this point. So, okay, so hashtag Trekology. We'll move on to something else, and then I'll circle back in a few minutes and pick the winner on that one. Hey, Snackbox, you seeing any comments you want to throw up on screen here? You still got admin rights, and I'm going to throw you into the spotlight right now.
I actually don't think I have admin rights, my man. I'm hovering over, and it's not.
I'm just going to give it to Huck, man. You just drop the ball like every week. Like.
I've never had admin rights for whatever reason. I've tried, and I've used StreamYard on my own. It works. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, not to worry. Let me see. I'm scanning the chats here. That's a good one. David Cooper, what is something new that you got this winter that you can't wait to try out once warmer backpacking weather gets here? That's kind of the topic for tonight, so kind of on point here. Let's just start it off. Let's just dive right into that. So anybody can jump in anytime now. Go ahead.
Start.
Devin.
Should I raise my hand?
You can't see that in. They should have that in there, though.
Dave, Coop might already know the answer to this, but Zenbivy, which I know, Dave, I know that you love the Zenbivy. It's your favorite thing.
It's the favorite thing that I don't have. Yeah.
I know, right? But in all seriousness, they've got some new updates for their beds for 25, which is pretty exciting. But the light bed, which I think is the best, like, cost-effective way to go with the Zenbivy system, they are adding like just more comfort to it. So instead of just having like the kind of more basic nylon fabrics, they're putting their pongee fabric as a liner on the inside of it, and then they are now offering like the full sheet with the light bed. So it I'm really excited to give that one a try. But they've also updated their like OG bed, and it's now going to be called the Zip Trek. And they also have one that's called the Zip Overlander, or the Zip Overland, not Overlander, but the Zip Trek still incorporates the zippers, but it's like got a bunch of updates that if you don't want to use the clip system, then you can use the zippers, and it's not as heavy as the original bed. So I'm excited to try those. It's nice to see like every iteration of the Zenbivy just get better and better. So that's what I'm excited about.
That's pretty awesome. I'm waiting for the Sleep Numbers Zenbivy to come out, and then I'm all in. I'm just gonna go on now.
It'll be the purple mattress. Zenbivy combo.
You can only bring it out like once. It's all compressed, and then once you do, it just explodes.
It'll be 40 pounds.
Yeah, that's awesome. I also view Devin as like the king of all things fabrics and materials too. So Might have to hit you up on like what is the absolute most comfortable that you can get. I mean, that's a video idea there for you. I think people want to know on that one. Nobody wants to feel plasticky and feeling like they're stuck to a garbage bag. All right. Just as a reminder here, if you want the Trekology pillow, I don't see anybody wanting this one, so I'm just gonna have to give it to you, Taylor. I'm just gonna have to
wait. Doc just hashtagged it, which I'd like to point out is sort of tradition that Doc always wins something.
That's true.
And if he's the only one, he just just in the nick of time maintains tradition.
That's true. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Let's see if we can actually get 2 in there. All right, let's go back to the comments because I'm probably behind here already.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see if we get any more. Oh,
there you go.
I think the next one's for Huck. That's why he's smiling, because he knows. What's the adult beverage that Huck's bringing?
Unfortunately, there's no whiskey tonight, but I just got the Dr. Pepper Zero. And then on top of that,
what a letdown!
I know. But these Joy Bursts, yeah,
those are pretty good.
They are amazing. This is a watermelon. Yeah. It's got like lion's mane for focus, and
that stuff is really good. Yeah,
it's supposed to be really healthy, but I thought I'd try going to the gym tonight, so that's why there's no whiskey involved here.
I want one day for Huck to be like, I just want one day for Huck to just like lift up a Midori sour with like an umbrella.
A Midori, wow.
Like just straight up Midori sour, umbrella cherry in it, bright green.
Well, I brought out the good stuff for the meetup because anybody that
Matt
found that out.
I did. Got multiple drinks. It was nice.
Yeah. I had the Blantons and E.H. Taylor. Can't remember what the other one was, but at least those 2.
But you got my tall boys out of that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I left my tall boys in his ice chest, so
I just want to throw this one up here first before I give Doc the winning there. Anyone else running marathons? Nope. Seems like a good excuse to me, Taylor. There you go. I didn't even know you were a super fit guy out there running ultras and stuff. It's crazy.
No, not ultras, just marathons.
I was trying to prop you up, man. I was trying to get
I hear you. I would love to run one day, but right now I've just done marathons.
Right on. Okay, I don't see anybody else in there. So Doc, congrats. You won the Trekology here. Let me throw it up here. Just create a banner.
You did a great job selling it, Dave. That's the thing.
Yeah, that orange does kind of look like throw up.
It was pretty amazing.
Salesman, man. I don't know what to tell you.
You were like, this thing is horrible. Anybody wants it. You only win one thing. Here's the pillow.
Doc, I think, Doc, you're following me on Instagram. You hit me up on the chat there. I think for the other ones, we might have to get crafty if there's anybody that we don't know. I think this is all our friends and family on here anyway. So they probably have our own cell numbers at this point. Okay. I don't see anything else in the chat. So anybody else have something for 2025 that they're excited about? Yeah, Doc, I'm also going to throw in some
look at this guy.
I don't know.
Look at that.
You stole my thunder there. I'm just going to walk away from that one. There you go.
What's that? Huck, what is that, Huck?
That is the new tent from 6 Minute Designs, a lunar orbiter. Which way? There you go. It's their new freestanding tent. Weighs 44 ounces. It's actually like a 1+. I think it's what I'm looking over here. How high is it inside? Center pole is like 48 inches, 44 inches wide on the inside. Yeah, super excited to use this.
Nice, man. It's enough for you and your dog.
How is it still in the box?
Oh, don't get me started.
Huck, is that the trail weight?
Yeah, let's see. Packed weight. Let's see. Does it get the trail weight on here? I'm not positive. I can let you know after.
I'm shopping this year for freestanding.
Yeah. What was that, Dave?
Did you say it was a lunar solo? What's it called?
The Lunar Orbiter.
Orbiter.
Brand new, just got released, I think, Friday.
Lunar Solo, Dave. That's been out for like 5 years, dude.
Yeah, come on.
they're always using the same word.
10.
They just switch a different word. Come on, man. I don't even know if
Lunar-
I spelled
it's
this right. I
lunar
got to get
something,
Jared
man.
to like help me
Yeah.
out, see if I spelled it right.
It's usually lunar something.
Almost got it right.
ER.
That's why Matt's background is the moon, because it's lunar.
Yeah, I took that shot, by the way.
Wow.
On the moon.
On the moon. Crazy.
I was on the moon and I took that shot.
The moon looks an awful lot like Mount Whitney to me.
Mentally, I was on the moon, not physically.
I think there's actually a moon in there somewhere on that photo.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
right,
yeah. No
right
joke.
above my shoulder, right there. It was
Okay,
setting
now I
as
see it.
the sun was coming up. That's Mount Whitney. Huck's been on top of there. There it is, right there.
Yes, I have.
I've been up there.
I want
I
to
need to get all the rest of you
shout out
out.
some
Get the rest of you out there.
other love here.
Yeah,
We
meet
got-
up.
Gotta
Let's
get
do
a
it.
lottery of permits.
You
which
can
I've
do it.
struck out
It's-
on the last 4 years.
If you're
Yeah.
if you're willing to do a 2-day hike in, it's really easy to get the permits from Cottonwood.
Not
That's
anymore.
hard.
Everybody-
That's a long deal.
everybody
though,
knows
right?
that
It's a lot
trick now.
longer.
I got like 5 different JMT permits out of there a couple of years ago, the year of the
Yeah.
hurricane.
Is that going over New Army Pass or Old Army Pass?
You can go either of those, or you can go either new or either of
The
those.
old
routes.
is a lot harder, right?
I think one of them is
Yeah.
shorter but more elevation, and the other is longer but a
Right.
little bit less. But
Yeah.
it's about 2 days up to Whitney, and then if you go that way, you're at Guitar Lake, which is like you wake up in this bowl with the lake, and then 4 a.m. you wake up, and you can see all the headlamps just switchbacking up the bowl. It's incredible. It's so cool. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, I just wanted to shout out some love here. We got Jerry showing up. We got Ghost Mule. How's it going? Devin was the first one here. The other Devin spells his name a little bit differently. Melissa, welcome on in, everybody. I think we can probably do another giveaway here. Let's see. I want to save Devin and Matt for last because I know what they got. And they came packing. No offense to anybody else or my super lame to kick it off because
Throw me into the
I had to
bus.
make sure I kicked it off pretty lame. So let's kick it over to, I think Snackbox had something there too. Let's go with you next, bud.
Yeah, I've got this is my own personal design. So I got a couple of these. So you can give away 2-3 of them if you want. This is a sticker that I designed here. Let's see if we can see it. And it's hello, my name is, but it says hello, my trail name is. And then you write your name on that guy, put it on your water bottle, and it's a cool sticker, right? So I got a couple of those that I'm happy to send along wherever they need to go.
That's a nifty gifty.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like that one. Let's just put in, let's see, hashtag sticker. How about that? There you go. Next giveaway, type in hashtag sticker. If we got enough, otherwise, sorry, Doc, you can't win again. I apologize for my first giveaway there, but we gotta make sure somebody else wins there.
Yeah, Doc, if you really want one, I'll put one in the mail to you tomorrow anyway. We'll cut to the chase here. You know what we should do is we should just give everything to Doc right at the front end, and then we can just have a lot of gear talk.
Just call it a day right there.
Hey,
Okay,
J3 threw his head in.
He's got. Oh yeah, he's entering. Jerry wants that sticker there too.
Yeah, out of Tucson.
We'll see. We'll see. We might have. I mean, depending on how many people are in here, we might have to do a repeat here. Let's see. I'm gonna jump in here for my next. Or probably the only one that I'll get in here because my other ones are kind of small and not that interesting. But just open this up today, guys. Literally just coming out of the box right now. Big boy right here. But Big Agnes Copper Spur HV UL1. I hope I got that right. X25Z.
Can you say that 5 times faster?
I know. It was a challenge just to remember that one.
Try to do the acronym.
Standing. I know. What's the? It can all be lunars, okay? Huck?
CSHVUL1.
All right. Let me share my screen because I actually got this one pulled up. It might be the only screen share tonight. Here it is. It's actually on sale. This is the prior model here, folks. So And I got the banners. Too many banners, man. Let me hide that real quick. This is the prior model. Actually, I think they just launched the new one. Devin can correct me if I'm wrong here, but new one just came out. I didn't see a ton of differences there. I think Devin might do it on his channel too there pretty soon. No, I don't know. There is a newer model. So it's on sale pretty much everywhere. They're trying to get rid of the old stock. I got the Huck special, the eBay special on it. It's brand new, literally like tags and everything. Like this thing, you know,
Nice.
unless I open it up and there's like 20 holes in it. I mean, that could always be the case too. They just make it look nice, right? But yeah, I wanted a
Porch boat's nice.
freestanding. Yeah, nice porch. Yeah, I wanted to get a freestanding tent here because Devin keeps asking me to come out to Utah, and I'm like, I don't have anything for Slick Rocks. It's the first ever freestanding, like totally freestanding one person that I purchased and picked up. So you can find some pretty good deals if you're looking for a freestanding tent here. That's an option. That's an option.
It's a good tent. I get a test for that. It's a good tent. I have one and
Yeah.
used it numerous times. And it's
okay.
great.
I'm glad you didn't get the Hubba Hubba. The new Hubba Hubba.
I know. I was looking at that one. They got trash for the poles, the carbon fiber poles on that one.
No, not even that.
Ripped
Just like
apart.
the new Hubba Hubba LT is kind of a disappointment. Not
Ooh.
Yeah,
Not
but that copper spur I think is one of the best overall tents that's ever been made. I mean, I had the two maybe
it's
10,
great.
15 years ago, and it was absolutely incredible. And then to do the fast pitch or fast fly with the footprint and the rain fly, it was great because I could take my giant dog with me and we had plenty of room. And it was, I think that came in under 2 pounds if it was like winter hiking, didn't have to worry about bugs. It was great.
Yeah,
that's a great.
I think
that's a great tent.
without the footprints, it's just a shade over 2 pounds, I think, but a really nice weight for what it is. I want to throw up some comments right now because we got some good stuff going in. No, Huck, you can't win it. It's not part of the game.
I just saw it trending, so I had to get in on it.
I've seen multiple Big Agnes hashtags. I think you have to now. It's legally binding.
I don't think so, buddy. Let's see. All right, yeah. Again, Snackbox is giving away a couple stickers here. He might throw out more than one. I think it's really just Jerry and probably Doc here, Snackbox. So we can call that one if you want.
I think I saw Rod outdoors as well. So all three of you guys, Rod, Jerry, and Doc. Doc, I already have your address, so I'll send one over to you. And then the other two of you, if you send me a message over on Instagram with your addresses, I'll get them in the mail to you tomorrow.
Perfect.
That was the quick turnaround.
Yeah, it's priority service right there.
Yeah, you know, I'm not really, I don't have a lot going for me lately, so I have plenty of time to fire those out.
All right, any other new ones? Who wants to throw it in there? Who hasn't thrown one in that you're excited for? Again, it doesn't have to be something that you own. Could just be something that we want to talk about, like the X Dome.
I could do one that's not probably really popular. Well, it's a new backpack. It's the Seek Outside Flight 3.
Nice.
Oh, sick.
Which is it's a hunting brand, but it's basically, I carry a lot of photography gear and my bags kind of get heavy. So I've used a couple of their bags in the past. They have I think it's the Gila. I have that one and used that for about a year. I love that. So then they came out this lightweight model and I want to see how that works out with going a little lighter. It's it gets close to 3 pounds, but it's a pretty sweet bag. So it's sitting in the house. It's ready to go. I think I'm going to take it maybe next weekend.
Dude, that's a rad pack.
Mm-hmm.
I've been impressed with what Seek has been doing.
2 pounds 11 ounces. So
yeah,
and it carries. I mean, their frames. It's an external frame pack, and they carry loads extremely well.
Yeah. I was looking at possibly getting one because I've been getting into pack rafting. So you're carrying like all that extra weight of your and the bulk as well of your raft and PFD and paddle and stuff. So
right.
Let me know how it is. I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, I can say that the Gila, I've taken. I mean, I went up to Alger Creek last year and had about 50 pounds, and that's about 2,000 feet of elevation gain ish, and I got up there pretty easily. I mean, you still feel the weight on your legs, but it carries the weight way better than any of my ULA packs did, which I've always loved ULA. So, I mean,
Which one did you bring the
dig
Joshua
it.
tree? Was that the Gila?
Yeah, it's the Gila. I haven't used this pack yet, but I was carrying a pretty heavy load then too. We brought all that food and made pizzas and
and the water we got to carry out there.
Yeah, carry the water.
Yeah. I've been a little bit surprised. Yeah. A lot of these hunting companies make some really great backpacking gear, and I think it's just a sort of a blind spot in both of the hunting and the backpacking world that they don't cross over. So you think of like Stone Glacier makes that killer, like that tent that I gave away this summer, and it's absolutely incredible. But they only market it to hunters, and so you see it a little bit here and there on a couple of folks who do the CR high route, but otherwise you don't really see them out there. And it's
I never even heard of this company. And Huck and I were on a hike a couple years back, and a guy that knew us on Instagram actually came hiking by us, and he had that pack on, and I was like, "Whoa, what is that thing?" So I ended up messaging him on Instagram, and he was like, "Oh, it's a Seek Outside Gila. I forgot what size it is, but he's like, I've gone through like all the Z packs, all the ULAs. I've done like everything. And this is the one I fell on, and I love it. So I gave it a shot, and yeah, it's great.
That's dynamite. It makes sense that a hunting bag would be set up to carry weight, right? Like I saw some elk hunters in Colorado this year, and I said, what do you do if you get one? And they said they have to make multiple trips, and it's 100 pounds per trip. And so they just have to, and they have to do it in a hurry too, because otherwise the mountain lions come take away their meat, you know?
Right.
It's, gnarly, just gnarly.
So that's I know that Matt's not super huge on doing like the technical stuff on his channel, but that would be some good content. I don't see too many people talking about their packs and could probably learn a lot about it. I've heard a couple of people talk about, I think it's their tents. Do they have like hot tents?
Yeah.
For winter time. Yeah. So I've kind of heard about them before, but not necessarily for their packs. So that would be a cool idea for you there. All right. Let's transition to another giveaway. I know Taylor's been itching. He's been chomping at the bit here to do his giveaway. So
giving away a 2.5-year-old.
Dang.
Can I add my 3-year-old to the mix?
Oh. Hashtag out.
Man. Some black
nose goes.
Do you want out now? So I don't even, dude. I know what it is, but like I don't even know how to properly say it. When I Google
prepared here, folks. We come prepared.
I just want to make sure I had the right one. Yeah, obviously don't. Hang on.
Is it the one you told me? Because it's pretty common.
How do you not know? You named him.
I always forget. I have to deal with a lot of acronyms all the time, and I forget it. So I'm giving away a I was about to say BTS, but it's a BRS, just the regular old classic stove that not everybody, but most people use.
Yeah, that's a great one. I mean, it's a solid budget titanium, 25 grams, or like the weight of a quarter. I mean,
that's right.
Yeah,
dang,
that's a great one.
I fought it off for years, but I've been rocking with it for at least 2 years now, and it's held up pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
What pot are you using with it?
Just the Tokes 550.
Yeah, it's a good combo like that.
Yeah, because I only boil water. I don't ever put nothing in my pot anyway. So,
Yep.
Nice.
I've almost set one of those on fire once, but it wasn't because of the stove. It was just it wasn't screwed on quite tightly enough, and then the butane came out the bottom of it, and we threw it in the Lake Superior and called it a day.
The only time I've seen one fail is I remember a Becker, a Dan Becker video a couple years ago with one like blowing fire like a huge flame out of it. That's the only time. Nobody else has burned one up.
Yeah, this one.
I used Huck's out in Joshua Tree. That was a bad idea. Leaked about like half of my gas.
Dang.
Oh, the winds were going pretty good that night too.
Yeah, it was pretty windy that day, that night too. I could attest to that.
I brought the wind burner on that one.
It's definitely a solid one, depending on like conditions permitting. I would say like you kind of got to baby it a little bit. I think they even sell like
really well with a
windscreen that goes around it too.
Does it fit on the petrol?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
He says no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I would use a windscreen with it. I don't think you're supposed to use windscreens with the canister fuel, those like that.
It goes. I think it goes around.
Well,
like,
it's the reason why you don't use.
And goes around.
Yeah, you don't want to use a windscreen because it heats up the canister, but the petrol's only blocking the very tip of the flame coming out, so it's pretty safe.
Oh, that's good then. Yeah.
As far as I understand. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a heat exchanger pot isn't necessarily a windscreen the same way that like wrapping a piece of metal around it.
Right.
But it doesn't work with the BRS, at least fitting into like the slots, because the pot supports that come off, well, at least for the G3, it is like a good size for it, but the pot supports don't come off at 120-degree angle, like they're not perpendicular to the burner head, so they don't slide into the slots properly.
That's legit. That's how you know somebody knows the gear when they're talking degrees, 120 degrees. These are. I mean, he's looking at the schematics that were submitted for the patent and everything.
You're the one talking about it weighing as much as a quarter. I didn't know that.
Well, that's just because I saw a picture of it when I bought mine. I don't know. I wasn't weighing it. It's on the box.
Yeah. You got to cool it down here, man. We need a resident pro. It's better than our just I'm
being genuine. I know it sounds like I'm talking trash, but I'm being genuine. That was really solid. Yeah. Gosh, that's the problem. Is like I say something when I say something genuine, it sounds like I'm being a smart aleck. You know.
Wait. Time out though. I think we got to debunk Snackbox though.
See, I was talking on my ass the whole time. You don't have to debunk me.
Did you say a quarter?
I think so. A quarter.
Yeah, a quarter is 5.67 grams.
Oh, he Googled it.
The BRS is I think the BRS 25. Yeah, no, 26.
Well, that's what I meant. It was a quarter of a.
It's about $1 worth of quarters.
That's what I said the same thing.
A quarter something.
It's like the size. They had a quarter on it to show size. Maybe that was. I don't know. Don't listen to me. Go wrap it up in a heat blanket. Burn it inside in the garage. Doesn't matter. Do what you want to do. I'm trying my best here, everybody.
I knew it was a quarter something. All right. A couple more seconds here for the BRS. I did see a couple of newbies on this one. Sorry, Doc, you do not have a chance at winning that one. There's a couple of others that joined in. So again, hashtag BRS.
Like while we're making jokes, in all seriousness, Doc has been super gracious about all the stuff that he's won, and he's like, we give him a lot of grief, but he is. He's not being like he's being great about it and gracious about it. So just to
Doc is a resident hero.
Yeah. There we go. Yep.
Doc's been around a long time.
At least 5-6 years. Yeah.
Don't use a windscreen with a canister stove. I wonder why, Doc. We need some more context on that one. We got to bring him on the show here and give us.
Well, he's way up in New England.
No, he's saying that he does it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, he is
Doc's just out here playing roulette.
Yeah.
It's just playing roulette with his life.
Okay, let me share the screen here so we can actually pick a winner. Pick the winner. Hashtag BRS. Let's see. Let's see if it works.
Oh, BRS.
3 entries, but one of them is Doc. So if Doc wins, I got to do it again.
Nope.
Devin.
Screen lag.
Oh,
hey,
go Smith.
Hey, thank God, because Devin's in Canada, I think.
Yeah. What would it cost to ship the BRS there?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Not what it would cost him to win it.
Hey, to be fair, I did for Devin, if Devin would remember this. I went to the post office and got a Canadian stamp to send him a sticker one time. Just for him.
That was nice.
You know, that BRS actually weighs the same as a loony. So,
is it a quarter?
That's a Canadian joke. I'm sorry, everybody. Terrible.
I'd be like, Devin, do you have like some aunt or something in America that I can ship it to, and something like that? That's what I would say on that one.
Hey, Calvin, you're in Montana. You're in Montana, right? Just DM me your address.
Basically,
yeah, just hit him up.
Saying is Devin can't win anything.
That's the stipulation. Sorry, man.
I gotta admit, before we go on, though, Devin's got some amazing pictures he takes on his Instagram.
He does.
Yeah,
You ever get a
sure
chance?
does.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
one of the
agree.
best photographers out there. So if you're not subscribed to his Instagram, do it.
Yeah,
Yep,
I got Patty a print of his bald eagle shot for Christmas a couple of years ago, and it was incredible. I mean, just absolutely stunning. It was like he caught it looking straight into the camera as it was soaring arms akimbo. It was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Excellent. Okay, not seeing anything else in the comments.
There's a question. There's a question.
Oh,
from
where's
Melissa.
it at? What'd I miss? Melissa?
Yeah.
Oh, did I just miss it? Or where? I gotta scroll, man. Oh, here we go. This one.
Yep.
Exciting trips do you guys have planned besides visiting the Adirondack? All right, so trip specific this year, guys. Any big ones? And Melissa, that's a joke in and of itself because she always complains about how crazy and of a terrain it is over there and how difficult it is in her area. But what kind of trips we got going on this year?
Well, I'll start real quick because I have nothing yet because it's permit season, and
Oh, come on,
permits will
Huck.
be coming up soon. So that means enchantments, the North Cascades, Mount Rainier.
Wait, you're going through the enchantments?
He's trying
Nice,
If I
to.
can get a permit, or what's the other one I was trying for? I wanted to do the West Coast Trail, but that got booked out within like 5 minutes. It was fully booked on Monday.
Huck, are you going to try to do the Wonderland around Rainier?
I'd love to.
Yeah, Taylor did that a while back.
Yeah, dude, it's friggin' awesome, man.
Yeah. And there's parts of Glacier too I want to go up to, but those permits haven't dropped yet.
I got some for McGee Pass in the Sierra Nevada, going up for 3 nights, 4 days. So going up to that area. Never been. I've driven by it numerous times, and a guy that Huck and I follow did a video, like he did a fall trip up there, and man, it was so beautiful. I was like, holy smokes, I had no idea like that is like that back there. So got scored a permit last week.
Nice.
For 4 days.
Yeah, man. It's a good one.
Nice.
I'm hoping to follow up with I've been working on that project with the nonprofit in Colorado. I'm hoping to do a follow up in the Everglades and do the Wilderness Waterway, but that's all dependent on being able to fundraise sufficiently for that. But they have the Wilderness Waterways canoe routes like 110 miles and just absolutely incredible. And they have these things called chickees that you paddle up to, and they're open water docks in the mangroves, and you set up your tent on them, and they have a porta potty and a roof. And when you camp at night, the dolphins come in and swim and hunt around the mangroves while you're sleeping. My brother and I used to do week-long. Yeah, we used to do week-long trips there in the winter back when we were both, I was a professor and he was a student. And then we just haven't been back, but I'm hoping to go back and tell a little bit of the story there, hopefully. So all depend on how things go fundraising in the next few months.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Cool. How about Devin and his pack rafting? Are you joining Darwin up in Alaska this year in his trek?
Brooks Range?
I am not. So there's this really large country in Asia called China that
I've heard of that.
I might have heard of it.
But I'm looking to go to China in the spring,
Nice.
working on logistics for that.
That's cool.
And yeah, that'll be a wild experience if it all comes together.
Say, make sure you come back home, dude.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't have anything to do with the tent maker that you've been talking about lately, would it?
it does, as well as fire maple. So
Sweet.
Fire maple is actually very interested in having me out to like visit their factory and see.
Dude, that's awesome,
like,
Devin.
other products
cool.
and stuff. And I haven't
That's
even
awesome.
officially announced this to anything. So
You heard it here,
There
folks.
you go. Heard it here first.
News breaks.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
On the
That's
channel.
awesome.
Be able to go like into the fire maple factory and see how stuff is made and film that story and So they actually do that company actually does some really cool stuff. Like they do a lot of humanitarian work as well.
I feel really bad because years ago when they really started like appearing places, I thought they were just, another one of those overseas companies, and they sent me a ton of stuff and I never talked about any of it. And so I don't think they'll ever touch me ever again.
Way to go, man.
Yeah, they're good. They're good people. For a really long time, if you've seen any of the Ollie Camp stuff, Ollie Camp is Fire Maple.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it essentially like Fire Maple was doing like white label work as a factory, and then they decided we're gonna basically use our own factory to create our own brand. So at least that's my understanding. But if you've seen any Ollie Camp stuff, it came out of the Fire Maple factory. So
Like I used to get a lot of their fuel canisters. Is that the same brand, right? Okay.
yeah, that like blue and white.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, they do cool like humanitarian work. So they're in Eastern China, but in Western China, I guess there's like a lot of poverty, a lot of just low income, like super remote villages and stuff. And so they donate stoves and like cookware to a lot of like schoolhouses and villages and stuff, so that kids going to school can have a hot lunch and be able to cook and all that stuff.
That's
so
nice.
I'm like, why aren't you telling this story? This is really cool. You should be talking about this.
Yeah, and it's a Taylor's point. That would really set them apart from sort of the assumption that they're sort of a pop-up company. And I think you're exactly right. That if we had heard some of that, I think it would change a lot of our perspective on that company. So that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. All right, I'm going to keep it rolling with Devin here because I know he's got another one to give away. His is pretty cool here. So, Devin, the stage is yours.
His two children.
You can have all three of my kids. Wow. Let's see if this will. Okay, it'll show up. Cool. I'm going to give away one of my 4-liter food bags.
Whoa.
So
those are nice. I got one.
They. I'm really excited about. Where is it? There we go.
There you go.
On the shirt. Yeah, go on the shirt.
The floating head.
Ooh.
Get a screenshot of that one.
Dave, let us in on this one.
That's what I said when I heard about it. I'm like,
no. Okay, instead of the hashtag, well, no.
Oh, sorry. Pulling it back.
We'll do some trivia.
Ooh.
The first person to first person to say what my favorite national park is.
Oh man.
Come on, Snackbox.
I feel is everybody in on this? Because I feel like we can guess it pretty easy.
Dang. I don't know if you can.
It's one of 5.
It's in. I would guess it's in
not
Utah.
What's behind me.
In Utah, correct?
Is it in Utah?
Brown.
It's going to be Capitol Reef, Zion, Arches, Bryce Canyon, or Canyonlands.
Why does it have to be in Utah?
Is that none of it?
I even got my first tattoo recently.
Whoa!
With like
Nice.
a scene of 2 prominent features of this park.
2 features. The Tetons.
Yeah,
the chat's going up.
I know what one of the features are. I believe. I could
Arches
guess.
No.
Dave said it's PG-13, so can't go there. Sorry, Snackbox.
Is this for the panel to guess or the
I think it's
chat?
anybody. I don't know.
I'm going to say that the Highlander is in that area, right? The Highlander Trail. Not the Highlander, the one that runs through Utah. The the Highline. Is that in that area?
Forgot about the Uintas.
No,
that's the Uintas.
He's like done with the Uintas.
And it's got to be Arches with like Delicate Arch and one of
That's
the
what
others.
I was saying.
I was thinking it was the Zion with Watchman.
It's not. Is it?
Did anybody guess it yet, Devin? I don't know if you're looking at the chat.
I just pulled up the chat. No,
It's gonna
nobody
be-
has guessed. Nobody has
Zion,
guessed.
Oh.
Zion
Show-
and the
hey.
Last Man.
No,
Devin, you got to show your tattoo. Keep your PG-13 though.
I know what park it is.
I would have to take my pants off to do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's the PG-13 only.
Well, pull the screen on that one.
Do you have a
Capital
picture? You
Reef.
give it up to the camera.
It's Capital Reef. There's
Oh.
nobody else. Devin just
did-
got it though. But it's
I did the classic millennial thing
Tramp stamp.
as an elder millennial.
Why do I keep asking Snackbox back, man? He's just lowbrow all the time.
I'm trying my best here, everybody.
I think that's more.
I got
Gen Xer,
tattoos
isn't it?
too, Devin. So don't feel bad. I got lots of
No,
tattoos on my leg.
Yeah, I got it on my thigh. Okay, here we go.
Oh, let me pull him up.
Will that show?
Oh, that's Zion for sure.
Yeah.
Then
No, it's not.
that's not.
No.
Hold on.
no, but that's what I was
That
thinking.
Capital
Isn't
Reef,
that
then?
Is Capital
That
Reef?
is Temple of the Sun and Temple of the Moon.
Canyonlands? I
Uh-huh.
don't know.
Wow, Stump Snackbox. I'm surprised.
I tell you what, yeah.
he's the pro on
California
that
boy
one.
don't know nothing.
Man, I didn't think it'd be that hard.
Nobody's getting it.
No.
Nobody's getting it.
I mean, I've guessed all 5 of the Utah National
It's Capitol
Parks.
Reef,
No,
isn't it?
yeah, it is. There is one
Okay,
person.
he keeps saying that. He says no, it's not.
Yeah.
I know it's Capitol
No,
Reef.
no, no, no.
Canyonlands, Arches.
Look at these guys over here are using Google.
Is it Bryce?
Devin got it. Devin got it.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yep. Which one though? Because you fired off like 20 of them.
It's Capitol Reef. Capitol Reef.
Capital Reef.
God,
Got
Man,
it.
don't you watch my channel?
Devin's
like
got
to-
to send Devin some of that Canadian shipping.
I'd like to go back and check the record because I said Capitol Reef like 10 minutes ago. That was my first guess.
No panel wins here.
You were just naming off the.
I said Capitol Reef and then I paused. I gave an ample pause, did not receive an answer, so then I fired it off.
And he really wants that
I
back.
thought you went in alphabetical order and you said Bryce first.
All right, Dave. You get to
Get
choose.
outta here.
Is it Snackbox or is it
No. Devin for sure.
Devins.
It's certainly not
yeah.
fair if I'm just firing off all 5 of them.
You got to keep it with the Devins, man.
Yeah.
All right, congrats,
I'll-
Devin.
I'll-
That one's really cool.
I'll ship to Canada. Devin, reach out to me. We'll make it work.
What
Wow.
a what a
Got that
what a guy!
custom
What a
tag.
guy!
Slap that customs tag on there.
Hey, those things are sweet, man. I get a test. They're awesome. Those bags,
Thanks.
high quality.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm pretty jealous myself here.
Devin, where are
All
you
right.
selling on Etsy?
Yeah, selling on Etsy. Sorry, my doorbell just rang and my dog is.
You get everybody here's got dogs except for me, I think. Maybe Taylor. I don't know.
No,
I
I've
stayed
got
at the
one.
office for that reason.
All right, what was? Hold on. I got it. That might be my daughter.
Hold the phone on that one. He'll be back
Hold
on
the
that one.
phone.
The other Devin is selling on a photography specific website. Though.
Yeah. I'll
Yes.
jump in probably for Devin. He can relate on that. He does have an Etsy store. I think he just posted recently, like literally like before this podcast dropped. That
There's something in the
he just
story.
did a bunch. Yeah.
What's it?
like he
What's
just-
it called? Y'all know off the top of your head? Is it outdoor? What's this? Backpacking exposure?
Backcountry
Backcountry?
exposure.
God,
I
I'm glad
think
you didn't
it's
say
the
that.
same name. I think
What
he's
if it's-
got.
What if it's
I think he's
Capitol
got a
Reef
link
is
on
my
his-
favorite
on
national
his
park
site,
in the
yeah.
I think I found it. It is backcountry exposure.
yeah.
Yeah, on Etsy right now, and then I'm working on like building out a new website to just sell direct.
Nice.
But I am also going to be selling them, or they'll be available on Garage Grown here fairly
Oh,
soon.
that's awesome.
Sweet.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Ramp up
Plug your Etsy
production.
in the comments.
So pretty excited about that.
That's sick. That's great.
That's excellent. Congrats. That's an awesome move. Okay. Anybody else want to throw in here new gear that they're excited about for 2025? I'm not sure if Huck had it. I think we'll probably skip Huck here because we only got about 10 minutes left.
I got one
here.
more.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
it's
got
still
one
in the
more
box
to
too.
say. I was talking about the giveaway, but okay, go ahead.
Is this a giveaway?
No.
Giveaway.
No. no,
Give him away. Kneel off. Kneel off.
Hey, Huck. That's awesome.
He pulled that back real quick.
Oh man. No, I got this for the new season. Neo Loft. It's like almost 4.5 inches, but weighs 2 pounds. I got the large. I try it out. I'm a Thermarest fan, always have been. I love the X Lite, love the X Therm. You know what? Let's try this one out.
Have you laid on it yet? No, it's still in the box.
I laid on the one in REI. It was very comfortable. So
Yeah, I've noticed that about you this year, Huck. You're slow to take your stuff out of the boxes when you get it lately.
yeah. Well, there's no place to go. We got winds and
Everything's
else.
burning down.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't want my-
Red flag like every week, all week.
Then this weekend we're finally getting rain.
Are we?
We're getting
Yeah.
snow.
About time, man. We haven't had rain in I don't even know how many months. It's been crazy. August? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I like
anybody
Doc's
not
hash.
go?
I know I'm not
did
giving-
Snackbox go? Trying to see who didn't go.
Yeah, I just
I
have
didn't-
an Anchor magnetic charger that I got for my birthday this year, and it's really light. It's 5,000 kilowatts, and I'm just excited to have it because it'll kilowatts or whatever the 5,000 whatever the
21 gigawatts.
I don't know. There we go. Leave it to the engineer here to come in and save the day, right?
Get it right, Snackbox.
It might be megabytes, it might be milligrams. I don't know what it is, but it is going to get my cell phone charged. And specifically, I've been doing. Actually, Huck inspired me to get the GoPro 10 and start doing some of those night lapses. And so I did like 5 or 6 this summer on the CT, and it's like that single use and function alone is enough the price of a GoPro 10, because you just have to set it up with an external battery. But the shots that it gets I have goosebumps. They're so good. I mean, and it didn't take, I'm not good at doing any type of photography whatsoever, but it automatically has a setting for it. You set it up, point it at something, and it looks like, if you remember maybe 15, 20 years ago, even in the early days of YouTube and Vimeo, they had that really stellar setup from the Yosemite nighttime lapses that was like all the rage. I watched it probably 1,000 times. And if you haven't, you need to see it. Just look up Yosemite night lapse. But it does that kind of thing now for average people like me. And so I'm excited about that, the separate battery pack, because it'll allow me, they're light enough, I can probably do multiple over a like 4 or 5 day trip. Whereas this summer I had to be very, very strategic about like, is this the night I'm going to use up my battery, or am I going to save it for the next night and roll the dice that the weather's going to be good, that kind of thing. So I'm excited to have 2 that are really light and will carry that through the whole night.
Good.
Excellent. We've got a couple of super chats here. Thanks, guys, for the donations. Again, this is going to go straight to the wildfire relief out here in LA. We have Melissa and also Ghost Mule. Really appreciate the donations. It's going to go out. Some other talk too, real quick, is they'd like the Insta 360. I think who's got one here? Is it Devin? Somebody's got one here.
Yeah, I've got both the Ace Pro and the X4. The Ace Pro is like the action camera, and the X4 is the full 360 camera.
Very cool. Yeah, they've got some excellent cameras as
Anything
well.
else?
Yeah, you got one to give away here? I think that's what the people really want. I'm just kidding. Let's see. I think this is a question from Edward, but I don't really understand it. So I'm not gonna
It
throw it up
is
there.
a fishing question, but I'm not
Okay, there you go.
positive what the
I'll throw it up
FG
there.
knot is. But it's a fishing question, so maybe it came from my channel. I think I've seen it.
That looks like a question for you, Huck.
Especially from Hemet. Hemet's like right around the corner from Matt and I.
Yeah.
But, an FG knot. I gotta Google this quick. I'm gonna feel like an idiot after doing it.
All right, we'll give you a brief.
Oh, like a nail knot. You could use a nail knot. Yes, it's similar
Okay.
to a nail knot. Yep.
Good job, Huck.
Yeah, you could.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Perfect. All right, we got one final giveaway. Thanks, Taylor. Taylor also jumping in here for the donations. Appreciate it. I think we have time for one more giveaway. And Matt, you've got center stage on this one, buddy.
Oh boy.
Because This is the
What is
biggie
it?
here, guys, and I think he's glad that Devin
Hey, it still has the
also got
tags on it too.
Oh, we still got the tag. Let me know if you want to do trivia or the hashtag.
Guess my middle
how you
name.
wanna
No, just kidding. I don't care. I mean, just the way that we were doing it. But this is I have a problem buying gear. So I've have a bazillion backpacks if you know me.
I think you
But this
joined the
is
club,
a
dude.
REI rucksack 18, brand new, never used. So
Nice.
this is what I'll be giving away. But
Yeah,
the
kid.
only thing is the shipping. But I mean, just contact me about the shipping, and maybe I might just ship it out. I don't know. It all depends on what the cost of the
Shipping's
shipping
a little
is,
bit more on that type of item. So,
So if you're in
this thing
Canada, there might be an ad fee.
it folds up pretty small, so it'll be able to go in a small package. So I don't think shipping would be too much of a problem. But that's what I'm giving away. So
very cool. And you're at is it Leave Me Outdoors or is it some other?
have to go to my Instagram. I'm much more active on. So it says I am _Dunn. I'm done.
I always like that one. I'll throw that one up here too.
There it is. So contact me there, and
yeah,
figure
hit
it
him
out.
up there. Hashtag is going to be REI pack. Put it in the comments for your chance to win. Brand new pack here, guys. The last one here in the last few minutes. What did we not talk about tonight? Any other last minute questions that you got? Throw it in the chat. It's been a great discussion tonight. Let us know. I'll let this one marinate. Get your hashtags in here to win. Edgar's already in there, or Edward is already in there.
It's in my gear. I guess I thought I had in my office, but I guess it's in my gear room. I got one of those Govee like temperature monitors. So you can download, Bluetooth it to your phone and record the temperature and humidity. So I've seen a couple of those that have them. So it seems pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited to try it out.
Yeah, those are nice.
Cheap too.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It
Yeah.
lasts. The battery lasts
forever.
forever in those things, man.
Does it? I was curious about that. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got one like hanging in a tree in the Uintas. I know where it is, but I have
Just out
I
there.
have yet to go get it. And like I'm so intrigued when I do finally get out there to get it, if it is still
there.
Well, we could do
still recording. Still recording.
We could do a story time with Huck. Huck could tell a story about that.
Well, that was the Garmin Tempe. So we were, what was that, 2017? 2018, I did like a birthday meetup camp out. We all hiked up to Dry Lake, backpacked up there. My friend Andrew had one of the Garmin Tempes that you would get for your temperature and left it over there at his campsite. We didn't even think anything of it. I think, was it 2 years later we went up there, Matt?
Yeah.
And on my way out, I thought, I'm just going to check the other camp, see what's going on over there. And there it was on the ground, right in the same spot it was for
2 years later.
Did you?
So then it worked. So I hooked it up to my phone. It worked. And
Did you guys
later on that day, it gets better. Later on that day, I went off-roading, went up Coon Creek, and I left it up at Coon Creek. So,
that's awesome.
And you can't get back there now.
No, I can't.
Did you guys hear that story a few years back? It was in Great Basin National Park, kind of close to where Devin is, and somebody found a Civil War era rifle leaning against a tree that had been there for over 100 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can actually see
I'm looking up the year. It was an 1873 Winchester model 1873, 137-year-old found in 2019, just leaning there after all that
nuts.
time. Yeah.
When I went to the visitor center, that was the first thing I went to in that place. Was just right to where that gun was. Just see it.
That's
firsthand.
a gem of a park, by the way. That is like just an absolute gem of a park that I think people overlook way too often. I know I did. That's a dynamite.
So it's so remote. It's so hard to get to. I mean, not for somebody like me. It's a 3-hour drive,
right?
But it is like there's nothing. If you blink and you miss the entire town of Baker. Like,
I skipped it one year because I looked on the website, and the first lines on the website were something like "far from being a barren wasteland," and I was like, all right, we're done here. If you're trying to convince me it's not a barren wasteland, I'm not going. But then I did that Johnson Lake or something loop, and it was really cool. It's really dynamite trip.
Yeah, and Wheeler Peak is just amazing. Oh, it's so beautiful.
What's the cave they do the tour in there? That was a lot of fun.
Is it Jewel Cave maybe?
No, it's called Lehman Cave.
Lehman Cave,
yeah.
That was a lot of fun. That was well worth doing the tour.
Yeah.
Which one is
super kid friendly too for a Cave tour.
Yep.
Well, I think we are right at the top of the hour here, folks. Congrats to Edward. He's the one who won.
Nice
He
work,
was the one who entered.
Guys,
So
let's go to contact me.
All the way.
Yeah, once again,
that's going to be
hit him up on Instagram. I'm _Dunn, and who will get that out to you. Hey, you might not even have to worry about shipping if he's like right around the corner there. That might actually work out pretty well.
Here's what you do. You're going to leave it on a cactus in Joshua Tree National Park, and it's his job to go find it.
Oh, man.
It's going to have a bunch of chains on it. You got to figure out how to get it out. Lockbox. All right.
Speaking
I think we'll wrap it up
before we go.
Yes, go ahead.
Snackbox is going to be doing his FKT of Joshua Tree. Does he have a date?
Put him on the spot.
I'm calling you out.
Just put him on the spot.
It's looking like it's going to have to be in November. So I'm trying to coordinate with the guy who made the route. So my hope is to do it with him. But it is certainly, I'll be out that way. Hopefully my hope had been to do it in March, but again, it's all going through the nonprofit. So it's all a matter of fundraising, but it's absolutely not forgotten, not in the least. And I'm eager to get out there. It's just the summers there are, I don't want to step on a rattlesnake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Dang, Matthew.
Quite a few of those out here.
Look at that guy.
Who's this Matthew Dunn here?
Freaking hates forest fires, this guy, Matthew.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
It's
right.
like the
man.
F cancer, but
Hey.
F fires right there.
We got it burning up all over the place all the time out here, and it's always messing up our hiking. So,
Yeah.
And Matt and I were just talking about it. The fire that we had over here, El Dorado fire. If we had a Santa Ana wind event like that hit Pacific Palisades, that would have came through Ukaipa.
Yeah, my house is pretty close to the hills. Huck's about less than a mile away from me. So, yeah,
I'm right up the hill.
Yeah,
and you were on the hill.
Yeah. The winds blew it north instead of going south, so we got lucky there.
It blew it into the wilderness, though. That sucked too.
So we lost our wilderness, but half of it
sucks.
It's crazy. Well, thanks everybody for all the donations tonight. Again, if you're watching this after the stream is done here, right after we conclude, I put a link down. It's a .gov link for a variety of different ones. You don't have to, you can just pick and choose which one you kind of want to give to. I'm going to give these to the actual fire department because I think those are the real heroes there, but you have your choice as to what you want to give to. Anything is appreciated. I also want to thank this stellar Avenger-style crew with me here tonight. You guys rocked as always, except for Snackbox. We got to coach them up still a little bit, but everybody else did great.
Whatever. Snackbox.
Sorry, everybody.
You're a hero. Don't listen to Dave.
All right. Thanks for joining everybody tonight, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.
All right. See ya.
Thanks, Dave.
See ya.